Our focus this year for Every Student Counts really will mean our educators are looking at data and planning instruction to meet their individual needs and strengths. The heart of our instruction really is focused on strengthening the core instruction that all students receive. So that means high quality instruction for all students in a pre-K-12 setting.
We are very excited because we are adopting some new resources to support all students. So Tier 1 is core instruction. That's the instruction that everyone is receiving, all students are receiving. Tier 2 is generally students that need a little bit more of a push, that might need a little bit more support to gain access to a given concept. Tier 3 is a bit more targeted, an even smaller group to provide remediation, to provide intervention for students who need it.
We all start in Tier 1, which is called core instruction. That's everybody. And so the idea is that the classroom teacher develops lessons with all students in mind.
That means all students have access to this rich grade level content. All students are building vocabulary and knowledge that are at their grade level.
Within that Tier 1 block, there's opportunities for whole group instruction, small group instruction, partner work, and independent work. And with these various structures, students have opportunities to receive both extensions, but additional supports from their classroom teacher or from a support teacher who might be pushing in.
Part of that intervention involves progress monitoring to ensure that students are making progress and meeting grade level benchmarks.
We use those assessments to really look very specifically where in the reading progression is it a phonemic awareness deficit that a student has? Are they having trouble decoding multisyllable words? And we'll intervene right there while they are still in grade level material.
And then we'll also, where needed, build in interventions, enrichment, etc., and hit those other tiers of support that our kids need.
Separate from our Tier 1 instruction, we additionally instruct all students where they are. So that may mean that they get additional instruction in phonics for decoding or fluency for reading, meeting writing goals, speech, language, all of those components. But every child is going to benefit from the knowledge building and the vocabulary of CKLA.
The ELA office has adopted some programs that will benefit students who need Tier 3 instruction. These programs are research-based and they are systematic and explicit, meant to accelerate progress for these students. The goal is that these students will accelerate within the Tier 3 so that they can move to a less intense intervention back in Tier 2 or receive their primary instruction in Tier 1.
A Tier 3 group would typically involve a structured, research-based resource that the teacher is implementing with fidelity, which allows for more intensity in time and instruction around the area of need for the student. However, if a student is not making the expected progress in Tier 3, our next step is to engage other professionals in the building in the student study process to see what we need to know to best serve the students' needs.
Well, one thing I really love about this is that I have a very differentiated class this year. So I'm excited that this is going to address all of those needs, and not just for one subject, but for multiple subjects, and integrating content standards as well to help with their background knowledge and vocabulary. So it's almost like everything's being hit.
Our educators have been busy before the start of school, engaging in training around our new resources for both math and English language arts.
This year, what we're doing is we're adopting a new resource. It's called Envision for math. It is going to be a great resource added to the existing toolkit that teachers already have. And we're providing training today on how to use and access those resources, because the idea is that students are able to start using them as soon as possible, as soon as we start the school year. And also we want to make sure that we get teachers informed and well-versed in all of these resources so that they can start implementing them with confidence starting day one.
So this year for ELA is especially exciting. We have top-notch teachers on our task force that are taking this robust resource and turning it into a curriculum for all of our teams to be using effectively. And that will definitely reach all of our students. In fact, within our documents, we have supports for our L students, for special education students, for gifted and talented students, for our general education students, to make sure all aspects of our population can excel.
As we continue to meet students by name, strength, and need, it's really important for us to acknowledge that students all are entering into the classroom with something that they are good at. So making sure that we build on their assets and help them to continue to grow in the classroom.